Welcome to YouTube Pedia. Discover the greatest stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're curious about the world, subscribe now and join our journey through knowledge. Let's get started. Diego Maradona, the rise, the glory, and the scandals of a football legend. Diego Armando Maradona, one of the most enigmatic and electrifying figures in football history, was not just a player but a phenomenon. His life was a roller coaster of extraordinary talent, unimaginable triumphs, deep controversies, and personal struggles. Born on October 30, 1960 in Villa Fiorito, a shantytown on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, Argentina, Maradona rose from extreme poverty to become the greatest footballer of his era. His journey is filled with moments of brilliance, untold secrets, and controversies that have kept the world captivated for decades. The rise of a prodigy. From an early age, it was evident that Maradona possessed a rare footballing gift. At just 8 years old, he was discovered by scouts from Argentinos Juniors, a club that nurtured his immense talent. By the time he was 15, he had made his professional debut, dazzling fans with his exceptional dribbling skills and footballing intelligence. His performances quickly earned him a move to Boca Juniors, the club of his dreams, where he became an instant icon. However, it was his transfer to FC Barcelona in 1982 that marked the beginning of his global stardom. Despite facing injuries and conflicts with management, he showcased moments of pure genius. But it was his move to Napoli in 1984 that truly cemented his legendary status. Maradona transformed the struggling Italian club into a dominant force, winning 2 Serie A titles, 1986-87, 1989-90, and the UEFA Cup, 1988-89, turning Naples into a footballing paradise. The city worshipped him like a god, and he embraced the adoration fully. The hand of God and the goal of the century. The pinnacle of Maradona's career came in the 1986 FIFA World Cup, where he led Argentina to ultimate glory. In the quarterfinal against England, he produced 2 of the most famous moments in football history. The first, the infamous Hand of God goal, saw Maradona punch the ball into the net, a move he later cheekily described as a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. The second goal, dubbed the goal of the century, saw him dribble past 5 England players in a mesmerizing display of skill before scoring. This match alone immortalized him in football folklore. In the final, he orchestrated Argentina's victory over West Germany, lifting the World Cup trophy and securing his place as one of the greatest players to ever grace the sport. However, the triumph was only one side of Maradona's complex life. The dark side, drugs, scandals, and the fall from grace. Maradona's life off the pitch was just as dramatic as his performances on it. His addiction to cocaine began during his time in Barcelona and escalated in Naples, where he was deeply entangled with the city's criminal underworld. His drug use led to multiple bans, including a 15-month suspension after testing positive for cocaine in 1991. His involvement with the Camorra, the Neapolitan mafia, raised serious allegations, with many believing they controlled various aspects of his life. His decline continued when he was expelled from the 1994 World Cup for failing a drug test. His erratic behavior, weight gain, and personal struggles became public spectacles. Despite numerous attempts at rehabilitation, his battles with substance abuse haunted him throughout his life. Controversial personal life. Maradona's personal life was as turbulent as his football career. He fathered multiple children, some of whom he refused to acknowledge for years. His relationships were often marred by allegations of domestic violence, infidelity, and financial disputes. His controversial political alliances, including his friendship with Fidel Castro and Hugo Chavez, also drew significant criticism. Despite his demons, Maradona remained beloved by his fans, who saw him as a flawed yet divine figure. He was a symbol of rebellion, defiance, and raw talent, someone who rose from nothing to conquer the world. The final chapter, Death and Legacy. On November 25, 2020, the world was shaken by the news of Maradona's death at the age of 60 due to a heart attack. His passing left an irreplaceable void in football. The circumstances surrounding his death sparked widespread investigations, with allegations of medical negligence and improper care. His funeral in Argentina was attended by thousands of grieving fans, proving that even in death, Maradona's impact remained unparalleled. Maradona's legacy is complex yet undeniable. He was a magician on the field, a troubled genius off it, and an eternal icon of football. His influence transcended sports, leaving behind a tale of triumph, controversy, and mystery that will be remembered forever. As the world continues to debate whether he was the greatest of all time, one thing is certain: there will never be another Diego Maradona.